got a little dick. It's pathetic.
Welcome to GeekSpooge. Where else can you get free breast exams? With talks of a film focused on the making of Rocky, I saw it as an opportunity to look back on Rocky's video game entries. First was the one in 1983. That one was for the ColecoVision and it was called Rocky's Super Action Boxing. Just for context, Rocky just keeps fighting Clubber Lang over and over and over again. Fun times! There was also entries on the GameCube, PSP, but the one we're looking at today was the one that Sega put out in 1987, simply called Rocky. It's kind of a good game, you know. The game is okay, just not my Stallone impression. I'll be honest, for what they were working with in 1987, Rocky on the Sega Master System isn't terrible, but it's got a ways to go before it becomes the in-depth pugilist of its more modern-day successors. By this point, Rocky V hasn't happened yet. Oh no. So, you'll just be fighting Apollo Creed, Clubber Lang, and then Ivan Drago. Not enough space on the cartridge for Thunder Lips or Spider Rico, I see. Hey, we needed that space for some button-mashing training sessions. The ones that require you to have the finger speed that your wife wishes you had. You could have pounded her from Rocky 2 to Rocky 4, dude, but nope. You chose to exhaust your fingers building up your virtual Stallone here so we can take on these guys. The first of these training sessions involved the heavy bag. And I'm so glad Apollo was nice enough to let you wear his trunks just for this workout, because in the next scene, bam, he's got them on while Rocky is wearing the exact colors he wore in the first film. Yeah. Now you only have to fight Apollo Creed once, because remember, he did help you train for your battle with Clubber Lang. Or did he? Hey, what's Mickey doing in Rocky's corner? He should be pushing up daisies until his ghost comes back for Rocky V. Oh, but it gets better, because looky here, Mickey is training Rocky to take on Drago. Some fucker must have been asleep in quality control. That's the least of our worries, though, because the game just about exhausted my fingers. It did back when I was a kid, and it's doing it now. So, I'll just have to do the same thing I did as a kid. Swap out my Sega Master System controller with a Genesis one, but this one is turbo! Funny enough, button 2 is actually up here. The shoulder button. Weird. Back at it? I'll bet some of you may have forgotten you can pull off that shit. But this is great though. It means when it comes to the speed bag training session, if I maintain a speed of 7 hits per second, your punches do become faster in the actual fight against Clubber Lang. By the way, the punches you execute are nothing special. You can either throw a straight punch or a hook. You have the ability to block and duck, but I barely use it. Fuck it. I get that I'm cheating my way through this game, and I don't mind getting called out on it. But I will say this, at least by the end of the day, these 2 fingers will be perfectly intact for your wife. Yeah, like that, huh? Your husband couldn't do this, huh? He played Rocky the correct way, didn't he? Ooh. Multitasking. I'm only fucking around, fellow Spoogers. This version of Rocky isn't too bad. Like I said, they worked with what they had and couldn't replicate every aspect of the first 4 films. Otherwise, I would demand to see a cameo by that ridiculous robot in the 4th movie. Graphically, it's pretty good. We've got a neat 8-bit rendition of the Italian Stallion and the opponents that you'll face. Now, I guess they couldn't reproduce anything close to the Rocky soundtrack, so what we're left with is some generic shit that they probably were using for another Sega game and it got cancelled at the last minute. I didn't find it as uplifting or inspiring as the actual Rocky soundtrack, so we did a little editing here and there and put in some alternate tracks ourselves. If only we could reprogram the game with these 8-bit tracks. I think they would have made all the difference. Controls aren't complicated. You move Rocky back and forth, and with button 2 you can throw your punches. Even if you're not using a turbo controller and being a big stinky cheater like yours truly, it is possible to muster up some finger speed to achieve some greatness during the training parts and later beat some ass in the ring. At least you only have to fight 3 guys, not the giant list of name drops that the future games throw in from the films. I'd say you can finish this game inside of a half hour, and not have to worry about needing bionic implants after conquering this cartridge, though that could help you with your bedroom troubles. Well, that's it from the Rockyverse, fellow Spoogers. I get it, this wasn't an appropriate Halloween episode. That one's coming on Friday, I promise. We got a whole episode planned just for you guys. So, I'm going to take off. I guess I should get started doing that episode. So, listen guys, help spread the Spooge on your preferred social media app. Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, I don't know. Help grow the community of Spoogers everywhere, and until next time, tell your wife I said hello.